Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. I am so excited to be filming today. I feel like it's been over 2 months, almost 3 months I think, since I have actually sat down and filmed a video. The video that you guys saw most recently on my channel was filmed back in February. I'm excited to be filming a video today. I put up a story on my Instagram and asked you guys if you wanted to see a get ready with me or a shop my stash, and you guys overwhelmingly voted for a shop my stash. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I have been just kind of using whatever for the last couple of months, but today's actually the first day that I can think of in a couple of months that I've worn makeup on a weekend. I just haven't been reaching for it like I used to, and I really had a good time today, like sitting down and actually doing my makeup. So I'm excited to just put everything away from my vanity. I'm currently in the process of washing my makeup brushes today, so it's going to be a good kind of reset for everything. I do have 2 new products that I'm going to feature in this Shop My Stash. I have not purchased a ton of new makeup recently, but outside of the 2 of these things. Yesterday I went and picked this up. This is the new e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I am using it today, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet because I did actually use the Power Grip Primer and I feel like my makeup really broke up on top of it. But so far I feel like I will like the setting spray. I just need to try it a little bit more because I sprayed it on my face this morning before my makeup, and I felt like maybe a little bit of it got near my eye area, and my eyes were like burning just a little bit. So I'm gonna have to see if that continues, but I used it after my makeup and I didn't notice that. So I'll go ahead and show you guys. It has a really fine mister, like a very fine mister. It smells like the Power Grip Primer. It smells a little bit like almost like a rubbery scent, if that is accurate. I don't know. That's how I can best describe it though. It doesn't smell like very appealing, I would say. But it does look really nice on the skin, I feel like. But yeah, so far my current favorite is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless one. Of course, this is way more expensive, but just being honest, it's my favorite. But I will go ahead and show you guys. This is what my makeup looks like right now. I've had it on now for about 5 hours or so, and I did use this 5 hours ago, but I'll just show you kind of what it looks like on. I don't know if rubbery is the right word, but it just smells like a very distinct smell to the Power Grip line, but it is a little bit dewy on the skin. It feels very hydrating and almost like cooling. You do shake it up before you use it, so I'm really excited to try this out some more. I went to Ulta yesterday and picked that up. And then I actually went back to Ulta today because I saw this on the new releases for Ulta. It was like in that little promo photo, but then when you click it, this wasn't coming up. So I don't know what was going on with that. But then I was watching a video from Kelly Gooch and she mentioned this. I was like, okay, at this point I had seen it like 3 or 4 other times. This is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. And when I saw Kelly show it on her video after I've seen it online a couple of times now, I just really wanted to try this. I picked up the lightest shade, which is 01 Buttercup, and I don't know, it just looks really pretty. The weirdest thing to me though is that the shelf life on this product is just 6 months, and that is like no time at all. I will definitely be keeping this longer than that, but yeah, I wanted to try out this bronzer. I do know that they're coming out with blushes soon, so I'll be interested to see what shades come out with that. But yeah, this is what the bronzer looks like. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the 2 new products that I've picked up recently. I don't have this on today. I just picked it up a couple hours ago and I already had all my makeup on. But I will be putting both of these in rotation. So outside of this, let's just go ahead and go pick all of our products for a Shop My Stash rotation. Okay, so let's start out in the foundation and base product type drawer. So I want to start out with primer. I used this primer today. It's the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I feel like it really made my makeup break up on top of it. So I just don't know if my skin is like in a good place for using this type of a primer. I kind of want to give it another try though, especially because I did pick up the setting spray that goes with this. So I kind of wanted to try them together. So I think I'll go ahead and pull it in to use it a little bit more, but I do want to pull in my favorite. This is the Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer. I have not had this in rotation in a couple of months now, and I really miss it. So I would like to pull that in as well. That'll be it for primers. And then of course I do have this one in for my setting spray, so I'll keep that in. I'm not gonna pull in any other setting sprays, but if I want a different one later on, I'll grab for it. The Charlotte Tilbury one is my favorite, and I usually keep it out on my vanity, but I think if it's sitting out, I'll be inclined to reach for it over this e.l.f. one that I want to test out. So I don't want to have it out in front of me unless I just really miss it. For powder, this is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh. This is the one I've been using. I always tend to go for this one. I'm also going to go ahead and pull this one in. And then I'm going to pull in this one from Glowish by Huda as well. I've been reaching for this the last couple days just to add a little bit of glow to the skin, so I'll pull that in. Okay, and then for foundation and concealer, I want to pull in the Lottie London Under Eye Brightener. I know that much, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that one in. And I think I'll pull this in. Oh my gosh, all the words have really rubbed off on this, but this is the Kokie. It's like the Kokie Full Coverage Concealer, I think, but it's just really worn off by now. For foundations, I'm going to pull in the two of these. This is the Kokie Skin Perfect HD foundation, and then the Revlon Illuminance foundation. I really like both of these, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those in. I think I'll also pull in this concealer from Flower Beauty. This is the Light Illusion Concealer in the shade L12 Fair. I feel like it'll be a good alternative for the Kokie one if I want something a little bit lighter coverage. So that should be everything for this drawer. Part of me wants to pull in this Bare Minerals Original Powder Foundation. I don't feel like I use it enough, but that would be 3 foundations. So I don't know. You know, I am going to pull it in because it'll be nice to see how that pairs with the e.l.f. setting spray. All right, moving on to cheek products. I have this NYX Buttermilk Bronzer that I want to try out. I haven't actually tried it as I'm filming this, so I don't know how it's going to be, but I'm under the impression it's going to be kind of like a bronzer and blush in one because it has a nice sheen to it, and also it has like a little bit of rosiness in it as well. So I'm curious to see how I actually end up using this product, but I'm excited to try that out. Kind of the same thing as the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. This bronzer from Too Faced has been my go-to, but I think I need to hold off on it so that way I don't end up reaching for it every day. So I actually think I'll pull in this one from Milani. I do like this bronzer a lot. As you can tell, I have pretty substantial pan in it, but I think it will go really nicely with the NYX one, as this one's more of like a silky matte finish and it has a little bit more of a cool tone, whereas this one does have that little bit of a sheeny copperness to it. I've been reaching for this one lately. This is the Catrice More Than Glow highlight, but I'm gonna reach for something else, I think. Kind of thinking about this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow highlight, and it's kind of like a pink tone, so I don't know how well it's gonna go with the NYX bronzer. Yeah, let me actually pull for this one. So this is actually from the e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duo in Cantaloupe, and it's more of like a peachy highlight, which I think will go really nicely. Yeah, it's gonna look so pretty with that bronzer. I feel like that will look really nice if I use the NYX one as like a bronzer and a blush and then top it with the highlight. So I'll pull that one in. And then for blush, I think I want to pick something more pink tone to have a different option than the NYX one, which I think I'll pull this one. This is Mood Exposure from Hourglass. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm actually going to pull in the Wet n Wild highlight because I think those two would be really nice together. So I'm going to pull in both of them. That'll give me a more pink tone option and then a more warm tone option, which I feel like will be a really good combination. Okay, moving over to this drawer. This is where I have all of my eye and brow products. And I actually went ahead and put everything back, including mascaras and brow products. So we have a lot of options currently. Let's see. I always want to pull in my NYX glitter glue. Surprisingly, I haven't been doing like my normal typical eye looks, so I haven't actually used the NYX glitter glue too often, maybe like once a week, which is not a lot for me. I used to use it like 5 to 6 times a week, I would say. I'm gonna pull in this Ulta Beauty matte eye primer. I haven't used this one in a while. I've been using the CoverGirl one. Basically, the last Shop My Stash that you guys saw, I don't know if the products are the same or if I ended up switching some. I don't know, but I've been using the same products out on top of the Vanity for a couple of months, and then every now and then I'll dip in for something else. So I'm really excited to just pick stuff that I've maybe even forgotten about. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I don't want to put this one in rotation, but I actually want to pull it out and just set it on my Vanity. This is the Profusion Black Pigment Primer, and I'm really intrigued to see this with some of my singles from Cleona on top of this. So I'm going to pull it out just to kind of remind myself to swatch that later, but it won't go in my rotation. Also, if you guys are new to any of my Shop My Stash videos, I use my Shop My Stash rotation Monday through Friday for my 9-to-5 job. It tends to be a little bit more neutral leaning, a little bit more subtle leaning, and then on the weekends, if I want to do something more fun, that's when I reach into my whole collection and I don't limit myself to what's on my vanity. And you will see what I use on top of my vanity for my Shop My Stash products towards the end of this video. But if there's ever a day where I'm really wanting to pick up something in particular that's not in my Shop My Stash, I'll just reach for it. But typically it helps me get ready faster when I don't have all of the options in front of me every single morning. So for my brow products, I'm actually just going to pull in these two for starters. I might end up pulling in something else, but the first one's going to be the Precisely My Brow Wax from Benefit, and then the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in Ash Brown. I find that this combo has been really nice lately. The brow wax has a color to it. I forgot what color I have in it. I have 3.5. This was sent to me, so I don't know that I would have actually picked this color, but this is the color that I ended up with, and it works really nicely. It's a little bit deep for my brows, but I don't mind it. And then the brow tint pen is really good for kind of those hair-like strokes right in the beginning of the brow. So that's kind of what I use those for. And I find that the Benefit product really does hold my brow hairs in place really well. So that'll be it for eyeshadow primer and then brow products. And then for mascara, this one is the oldest one in my collection, but I did replace my mascaras because I was having some eye irritations, and so I went ahead and just got rid of all my old ones, and then I have several new ones now. This one from Maybelline has actually been a favorite of mine lately. This is the Falsies Lash Lift, but I want to hold off on that one for a little bit. I want to try out the two of these in rotation for now. So this is the Wander Beauty Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. This one is a very like natural looking mascara, and I have mine in the black shade. So it's gonna be like my black mascara option. And then this one is the e.l.f. Lash and Roll, and I got this in the brown shade. It's called Deep Brown. And this will be my brown tone option. I'm liking both of these pretty well, but neither one of them are like anything to write home about. But I like them, and I'd like to get some use out of them. So I'm gonna keep my favorite in the drawer here so that hopefully I'll use the other ones. I'm actually wearing this one today. This is the Maybelline Sky High Sensational. I feel like this one is like going very viral right now. It is the Burgundy Haze shade, and it's really, really pretty on green eyes. So it's like this nice purpley burgundy shade, but I'm gonna hold off on this one as well. Okay, I do know that I want some of these liners in here, so I think I'll pull in this one from Maybelline. This is called the Bronze Glitz. It's the Bronze Glitz shade of the Tattoo Studio. I actually swatched these products right here in Ulta today, and I almost picked up this shade. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little bit of a deeper brown. I did not, because I wanted to see what I had at the house. I had just kind of gotten rid of some eyeliners semi-recently. I'm kind of wishing I picked that up. I think it'd look really pretty with green eyes. But I think for this rotation, I'm going to pull in this one from Maybelline. This one, by the way, was from NYX. It was one of their new ones. I forgot what it was called, though. But I'm going to pull in this shade from Maybelline. And I also need to get a brown eyeliner because I do not have one anymore. I also think I want to pull in this one, also from Maybelline. It's from the same line, but it's in the shade Emerald Light. It is just a green eyeliner. So I'm going to pull that one in as well. So I'll have these two in rotation, and I will try to get some use out of them. Okay, I think that's everything for the back part of the drawer. And then here in the front, I just have my singles. And I actually have this really nice container that I've been putting on my vanity to put some singles in. I've picked up several new ones since you guys have seen me on YouTube. So these are 4 new ones. 3 are from Moira and 1 is from Revolution. Let me show you the one from Revolution first. This is the shade Queen in the Eye Light Metallic Eyeshadow line from Revolution. It has a very odd applicator. It's kind of just like a flat plastic paddle applicator. And I don't know. I was wanting like a metallic liner, and this was the best thing I could find in store. I would have to just use like the side of this, which doesn't exactly work, or I'd have to just use a brush with it. But once I got home, I realized I actually do really like the shade of this, but it wasn't quite what I was going for. I really did want a liner. So I ended up ordering this one from Moira. I placed an order from Myra on their website, and then very shortly after placing that order, I realized that I really did want one of these little graphic liners. I have this on today, and I found this on Amazon. So I ordered all my other products from Myra from their site, and then ordered this one from Amazon like a couple days later. This is the shade Show Off in 04. And this is in their like metallic liner line, and it is stunning. Like, look how glittery and pretty that is. I have that on now, but I don't need to put this in rotation because this is a bit too like intense for kind of my everyday wear to work type makeup. But yeah, if you're curious, that's what that looks like. And if you want swatches of all the products I got from Myra, go ahead and check out my Instagram because I did post it all there. But I got this single from Myra as well. This is their Star Show Shadow Pot, and it's in the shade 12 Checkmate, but it's stunning. It's this nice pink color. It actually really matches my fingernails like perfectly. A lot of people compare this to a bunch of different other formulas. I think the Hourglass one is the one I've heard it compared to the most. In my collection, I'd probably compare it most to the Ulta Lustrous Foil eyeshadow. I have mine in a gold shade. I think it's called Gold Leaf that I have. So they're not going to look the same, but as far as like the formulas go, the Ulta one is more dry, and it's probably going to have a lot more fallout as well. Whereas the Myra one has a bit more of a creaminess to it. But I mean, I like both of them. I've been more into single shadows lately. Oh, this one's called Rose Gold Leaf, not Gold Leaf. Okay, so that's the pink potted product from Myra, and I do think I'll pull that in because with a light hand it's nice, and I also just like the way that it looks to have it out on my vanity. And then the other single that I picked up from the same brand is the Lucent Cream Shadow in the shade 02 Infinity. And this one's been compared a lot to the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. So here's that one. Again, really pretty, a little bit more subtle. I would honestly compare it more to the Ulta Beauty Bouncy eyeshadow. Mine is in the shade Buttercream if you want to see a comparison. But it looks pretty similar except for the Myra one has more of a base to it, but the glitter reflect is pretty similar in my opinion. I actually think I'm going to pull in this one into rotation from ColourPop though. I just kind of wanted to show you the new ones that I have. It's been a while since I've shown you guys anything new in my collection. But this is the Jelly Much eyeshadow in Field of Fairies, and I feel like I just need to use it more because I've had it now probably almost a year, because I remember I wore it at the beach last August, so I've had it probably a little bit less than a year now, and I feel like I probably need to get some more use out of it before it dries up. So yeah, it still looks really pretty, and I want to put that one in rotation. And I think I'll put this one from Revolution in rotation as well. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at these three. So the Myra pink shade, the ColourPop Jelly Much, and then the Revolution kind of liquid type shadow. I'll put those on the vanity. Just go ahead and show you. I have all my lip liners here on top of my vanity. I do have several in my purse though. I better go grab those. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe all this off of my hand, all of these swatches, but still, can you see how beautiful that is? It's just insane to me. But yeah, I'm going to wipe all these off, and then I will go get the lip products from my purse. Also, all these eyeliners have a really good staying power. These three were from the new NYX line, and then these two were the Maybelline ones. I feel like my purse is getting out of control. So I had all of these in my purse. So adding the two lip liners from my purse into the mix, I'm going to pick out some different lip liners to focus on. I think I will pick out the two Revolution ones that I have actually. These are the Revolution and Soph lip liners from their collab like a few years ago, and honestly I really need to use these up, so I want to pull both of those in. Oh wow, those are so similar and the price differences are huge. So this is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude here on the left, or on the top, depending on how you're looking at it, but here. And then the one on the right is from Myra. This is the Lip Appeal Waterproof Liner in the shade called Legend. And I would say those are pretty similar. The Myra one has like a hint more pink to it. And yeah, other than that, I feel like they're very, very similar. This one is one from Rimmel. You know, I think I'll actually go for this one. This one is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Exaggerate in the shade called Innocent. It is a little bit of a lighter lip liner, so I'm gonna go for that. And then I feel like I need a little bit of a deeper nude because I like this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick a lot. It's in the shade called Dance Floor Princess, but it's a little bit light on its own when I wear it. So I need a deeper lip liner to go with it to make it look a little bit more flattering on my lips, I feel like. So I just want to pick out a lip liner for that. Let me swatch a few. Okay, you know, I'm actually gonna go for this one called Nude from Koki. The tones are slightly different. Like the Dance Floor Princess lipstick is definitely more peachy. And I think it could be interesting actually to pair this with this more peachy tone lip liner from Revolution and Soph. I'd be curious to see how I like that. So I'll definitely try to plan and use that sometime during this rotation, but it'll be nice to have both of those options, I think. And I think I'll go ahead and pull in this one from Myra as well. It's the one on the very outside here that I showed you a second ago. And that should give me a pretty good range of lip liners, I think. So I'll put the rest of these back. They stay on my vanity, so of course they're always there if I want to reach for something, but I tend to reach for what's in my Shop My Stash, at least during the week. So I am going to pull in this lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. I think I actually purchased this since the last time I filmed as well. I got this, I took a friend of mine on her birthday to Sephora, and I picked this up and got her a Makeup Forever lip liner that she wanted. So that was just really fun, and I like picking up like special makeup products for a special occasion, and so it was nice to go with her for her birthday and kind of treat myself to something too, just from that night in general. But this was something I've been wanting to pick up, and it just worked out that I went to Sephora for her birthday. So I got it then. So let's go ahead and move over to the rest of the lip products. I need to get a couple more organizers for this drawer. Not everything fits currently, but that's okay. I most of the time have stuff in my Shop My Stash anyways, so it's not a big deal. Let's see. Some of these lip liners stay really well also. So I'm going to swatch the lip liners and the one lipstick that I have chosen so far. That way I can kind of pair things together that seem like they'll go well together. I feel like this will go really well with 3 at least of the lip liners that I chose. So I'm gonna pick a couple other lipsticks. I'm actually gonna pull in this gloss from Buxom. This one's in the shade Brandy, and I feel like it'll go really nicely with this more berry colored lip liner from Revolution, especially if I just do like a very plain face and eye look and then I have this lip combo on. I feel like that'd be really, really pretty. So I'm gonna pull that in. And then sticking on that Buxom theme, I'm also gonna pull in the shade called Sugar from the same line. I just got a little set of 4 minis the year before last. So I think that will go well with all the other lip liner colors. Always have to pull in the other lip products from Revolution and Soph when I pull in those lip liners. So I'm gonna pull in both of these. Here's the deeper one. They're both pretty sheer, but they pair really nicely with the lip liners. I also don't know how long I'm gonna have this rotation, so I'm picking quite a few options. And then here's the more peachy one. These are just products that I honestly really need to use up. That's how much I have left of the peachy one, and that's how much I have left of the deeper one. I kind of want to pull in this shade Talented from Rare Beauty. I feel like it will go really nicely with some of these lip liners, and I don't use this lipstick very often. It can be a little bit drying on the lips. I actually have the matching lip liner, but I cannot use them together because they're just both drying together on my lips. That'll be a nice kind of peachy option. Kind of want to push myself on some of these lip tones, but I don't want to end up with all the same color. Like this one's pretty in line with those berry ones, and I feel like it's a different enough formula that I'm going to go for it. This is the Ulta Beauty lipstick in the shade, I forgot which one this is, 323? Yeah, 323. So that's this one right here. So I feel like I've kind of got that berry sort of combo going really well with a liner, a lipstick, a gloss, and then kind of a balm. So I want to play into that a lot this rotation, and then otherwise keep it pretty neutral. For a more neutrally pink option, I'm going to pull in Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I want to use this one up. I'm honestly ready to have the full size again because I'm trying to just use up this little tiny mini that I got with some points, I think, from Sephora. I'm always nervous I'm going to lose this because in comparison to a full-size Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, this is how tiny it is. So I'm ready to use this up so that I can justify repurchasing a full size of it because this is one of my very favorite lipsticks ever. I feel like I want to pull in one more option, maybe something a little bit more mauve tone. And I tell you what, I actually want to pull in this from Bite. This is the shade called Kava. This used to be my favorite lipstick. I've definitely gotten out of the super cool tone sort of a look, but I kind of miss it. So I want to pull this one in. Trying to decide if I should go for Dahlia or Lily from the Review Beauty line. These are more of like a colored balm. I feel like overall my shades are more peachy, so I'm gonna go for Dahlia. It's just a little bit more of like a nude pink sort of a color. See how that pairs with everything. I'm really excited to have some of those berry colors because I haven't used those in a long time. So that'll be it on the lip products. Okay, I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and just put all the products into the bin on top of the vanity. And the only thing I already have in rotation is this iUnique daily sunscreen. It's a facial sunscreen and it's the only one I have right now. So that just stays in there. Alright, so that's it for rotation, and then I have this little jar here that has my eyeshadow singles on it. I feel really excited that I finally took the time to refresh this Drop My Stash and film it for you guys. In this video, I'm not going to do a get ready with me using the products just because I've already gotten ready for the day, and I'm just kind of getting back into posting on YouTube. So if you guys want to see a get ready with me using any of these products, let me know down below any in particular that you want to see. I know I pulled in like 3 different foundations, so if there's one that you want to see, just let me know and I will really try to film that for you guys. And of course, I'll try to use some of the newer products that I mentioned in that video as well so you can see them. But I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.